So, first, before we get into the game, I just want to say happy Easter to anyone who is watching this who celebrates Easter. That is what today is. So, as such, we are going to hopefully get a decent game for you to sit here and watch while you're spending your afternoon or your evening at your family's cousins or aunt's or uncle's house that with all your relatives that you say hi to like twice a year, and then you just go and sit in your little corner at the top of the stairs or underneath the front porch or whatever the case may be. Hopefully we can get a semi-interesting game for you to watch uh, during that time. So first things first, looking at the matchmaking, threats to my ship, there's a Baltimore and Cleveland for radars, which is kind of annoying. Let's see, we have double Cleveland over here, so we might be looking at maybe being able to set a smoke like right there, and hopefully, if one or both of these Clevelands heads into this smoke right here, I can spot for them in A, and whatever they send towards this section right here or in the open water above A, hopefully we'll be able to farm that out between one or two Clevelands, a Monarch, and looks like a Massachusetts as well. So that's going to be the plan for right now. I'm probably going to try and lay the smoke kind of right in between A and B right here. And I'm going to use my torpedo range indicator to kind of gauge whether or not these Cleveland's radars will be able to reach the edge of A. Because the Cleveland radar is 9 kilometers, my torpedo range is 9.2. So as long as my torpedo range covers most of the caps, then that means that the Cleveland radar range should also cover it. And this Cleveland is naturally not going to use the smoke screen because, of course, why would they? Oh well, I guess it's the thought that counts. Gonna see if we can get a possibly a cheeky reset on the Kagero, but it's not gonna happen. That is unfortunate. Don't want to int out of the cap here either. So far, they're not really interested in shooting at me right now, though, which I am fine with. Now we're gonna have to get this Tirpitz out of the way, because he's the one that's going to be getting a crossfire on the rest of the team right here. I think right now what our play is going to be is, it looks like this Cleveland and Baltimore are both going to be hugging this island in the middle of B. So I'm going to try and maybe get some torpedoes off in that direction. I am running the risk of radar right now, but we are on the extreme edge of it. At least currently, as far as the Cleveland goes. The Baltimore, we're a little bit deeper, but he's heading away right now. Actually, never mind. He is now reversing. We're going to put torpedoes out like that. We're just going to try and keep these two spotted right here. We're going to hopefully land some torpedoes on that Cleveland if he beaches right there. That actually could be kind of spicy. I have to be careful to not int into the spotting range of this Tirpitz. Though, okay, never mind. Those torpedoes are not going to hit. That is unfortunate, unless this Cleveland starts reversing out. No, it's not going to happen. I'm going to let that happen over there. We're just gonna try and farm out this Tirpitz a little bit. This is an HE Tirpitz though, so maybe open watering him's not the greatest of ideas. We're just gonna do it anyway. We're full health and we have heals. And we did end up landing a torpedo hit on I'm just gonna assume is the Cleveland. Cleveland is right there. I'm not going to be able to get the reset off. Just going to have to smoke up right here. The threat from that Tirpitz is pretty much neutralized at least, which helps. Although there is the threat of the Baltimore. And I gotta please reset this Cleveland in time. I think we should get it. Yep, there we go. We're just gonna go back to trying to focus out this Baltimore a little bit. No, he's gonna be exiting range. North Carolina's not interested in doing anything. Alright. Now, there's an obvious Kagero over here. We're going to put torpedoes out for this Cleveland, who's most likely going to be trying to reverse behind the island there. Or he honestly might go for the ram on our Massachusetts, which honestly should be, well, it's hard to say whether or not it would be good. It would be good to remove the radar cruiser from their team, but not sure that trading the Massachusetts to do it would be the best play. Hopefully our Massachusetts can just overmatch and outright delete him. And that is a smoke Kagero. That is actually really good to know. And it looks like the Massachusetts should get him. It's going to end up being a trade, but that's going to be fine. Kagero's probably going to finish him off there. Yep. Now we have a half-health Monarch and a mostly, well, about a 2/3 health Brandenburg. That Tirpitz is halved. North Carolina's just not going to contribute. So right now we need the rest of our team to just simply not die. Because I can deal with the Kagero just fine. It's this North Carolina that's probably going to be a problem. Right now, I think my main goal is probably just going to be defend my friendly battleships from this Kagero. I'm running the risk of eating torpedoes meant for that Brandenburg right now. And it looks like that there's a Kagero, like, probably right there. I mean, it could be, like, right there, but I honestly doubt it. I'm just gonna accelerate right here. We're going to try and get this North Carolina off the board as fast as possible. If we can get him off the board, I'll be much safer trying to pick a fight with the Kagero. I do not want to gunfight a Kagero in front of a North Carolina. It's not so much the Kagero itself that's the threat, although it's an obvious threat as well, but it's more the getting spotted in front of a North Carolina is something you typically don't want to be doing, especially not at that kind of range. Now all I have to do is just run it down at this Kagero. And we have to hope that our Brandenburg's just not going to send it. I don't need to shoot at the Kagero right now. He's kiting away, and he's also pretty low health. Actually, I am going to shoot, because he is low health. I want to maybe try and get him off the board. He's going to smoke up. There's Tirpitz HE, Lamau. I'm just going to step into C right here. All I need to do right now in order to win is not die. Even if this Brandenburg and Monarch manage to kill themselves, it ultimately won't matter. Because we have a substantial points lead. We're about to have 3 caps. And we're about to have a dead Kagero as well. And there's the Kagero torpedoes. And the Monarch actually has a sense of self-preservation. That is very unusual. You don't see that very often. So honestly, well, be like this Monarch. Play like you have hands and develop some kind of sense of self-preservation, because you will notice your win rate go up substantially if you're alive to impact the battle longer. And that's going to be game. That was an 11-minute game. Do I want to play an... Ooh, do I want to play another one? That is the question. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do another one, because it's Easter. You probably need a good video to watch while you're going to your family's house to do whatever Easter things you're going to do, and then sit in your corner on your phone watching YouTube until it's time to leave. So we're gonna hopefully get another quick, decent one. Let's see here. Threats to my ship. There's a Congress for radar. Or no. Congress, yeah, does have radar. Congress is a battleship, isn't it? No, it's a cruiser. It's a Constellation that's a battleship. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. It still does have radar, though, so... Massachusetts, Bismarck are going to be annoying. Champagne is kind of there, I guess. Kidd is the only enemy destroyer. And a Salmon for submarines, because those are allowed in ranked for some reason. So, not terrible matchmaking. Honestly, I would have preferred this Congress and the Mines be switched, but also Mines is a decent supporting cruiser to have on your side, assuming it has hands, of course. So, honestly, no, I think I'd rather have the Mines, because as long as I can spot out that Congress and keep him spotted, our Mines should be able to farm him down pretty effectively. So I think our play right now is going to be... I want to maybe do another smoke play with this Mines, but which way is he turning his guns? So it looks like he might be interested in headed towards this island, because he has his guns turned, like he has all of his guns facing this direction, which means he's most likely going to be turning this way, because he's going to want to keep all of his guns on target. But it actually looks like he's going to be going out onto the 8, 9, 10 line, which is a little dubious because he's not going to have any spotting out there, but good luck to him. So I'm going to have to make do with this I-56 who can spot for me, and I guess we're going to maybe try and lay a smoke trap for this Kidd, although that's going to be a little... Okay, this is going to be an actual problem, because there's a smoke screen right there, which means there's most likely going to be a Congress in it, but this is going to leave that Kidd a little more vulnerable to a smoke trap. But the fact that this smoke is right here That's immediately telling me that there's most likely going to be a Congress right behind him, that he's laid smoke for his friendly cruiser. Actually, no, the Congress is over there. That is very interesting. Okay, so we're just going to lay a smoke trap for this kid. No, this submarine is on the surface, that's fine. Come on, shoot. Here we go, he shot. He doesn't have smoke. Here we go. Now's our chance to get as much. That is a no camo kid, by the way. Got a decent little chunk of damage on him there. I have to go dark right here. This island should block line of sight from that champagne momentarily. We should be able to go dark. Yep, there we go. Now we're just going to inch forward right here and we're going to pick up this buff, or attempt to. Just got to be careful of that kid's torpedoes that he might have launched into that smoke. I'm going to take a risk here. I'm going to try and get this reload buff. There we go. That kid is pretty low, which is something we do have going for us at the moment. That Congress is going to sit there on the island. I reckon the most likely path that enemy kid is taken is he's probably heading around this island here, and he's going to walk into Thunderdome. So we're going to just step into there ourselves and hopefully try and get the pick on him. But that might be a little dubious with that Congress right there. We're just going to have to go for it. We do have full health and we have 3 heals, so we can afford to take a little bit of a risk right now. Just going to launch torpedoes out right there. And we're going to step into Thunderdome. And our AMA guy is like sending it there. So is the Congress. The Congress is starting to walk as well. Don't know where this... Okay, there's smoke right there. So that kid is not sending it. He is actually right there, although those torpedoes are not going to hit, which is a little unfortunate. We are going to be able to pick up this buff for our team, though. And hopefully we can maybe try and get some firing support onto these guys from the safety of Thunderdome. It's like the Massachusetts ended up eating one of those torpedoes. Here we go. We know this Massachusetts DCP'd because he ate a torpedo. So we're going to try and get a fire going on him. Come on. Fire, please. Please, pretty please. No, it's not going to happen. Okay. Next up is going to be the Bismarck. Bismarck's our next farm target. And that submarine has actually not been spotted this entire game. And there's the fire. Is he going to repair it? He is. And that North Carolina, or that Massachusetts should hopefully die here. I'm gonna greed for a fire on this Bismarck right now. Now we're going to have to kill this guy. This Massachusetts really needs to be put down. We can greed for the Bismarck after that. There we go. Bismarck's turning in. Looks like he's gonna be turning completely out. So we're gonna just keep farming. Got a fire. There goes the Bismarck. Now it's just going to be farm time. Looks like that Champagne actually DCP'd that fire. Is he slowing down? No, he's just hard turning in. Now, come on. Just gonna launch some torpedoes out like that. And this Champagne might about to be get shotgunned right here, depending on how close that I-56 is. Although, he is going and kiting away now, so this shotgun might not actually connect. Although it's looking like it's going to right there. Yep, there it goes. Now where did their salmon go? He has literally not been spotted all game. He's not on the surface, or at very least, if he is, he's not in the cap. Submarines apparently near him. Although he's not surfaced. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's the submarine torpedo, so he's obviously not AFK. He's just really stupid. Okay, there he is. He's right there. Imagine having submarine surveillance, by the way. Oops. Now we're just going to walk and we're going to drop some depth charges. Should be right around here. Yeah, he's right there. A bunch of these charges should hit or be close to it. Yep. There he goes. You get a cheeky little assisted base cap at the end there. Yes, we can. Alright, that went well. And with that, that is going to have to be my last game because I, like most people, have Easter plans. So if you celebrate Easter, then happy Easter to you. I hope this video has been both helpful for you and gave you a good little laugh for just general entertaining to watch while you sit in your little corner at your family member's house. So on that note, that is going to be it for today, and I will see you tomorrow.